Alright guys, welcome back to the live. We got another police chase. Shh! Sorry guys, babies and I'm like, just sorry if you guys hear noise in the background. But anyways, we got a police chase here. Another one. So this one is taking place in Hollywood Hills, as you can see. Let me turn off this subtitles. We got a stolen vehicle pursuit in the Hollywood Hills, which I don't know these streets, but it's in Hollywood Hills. Alright guys, so if you guys were keeping up in the last police pursuit, that stream actually was a crazy stream guys, and that lasted for at least 2 hours guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one, and hopefully this one's also juicy as well. But let's see what happens. Dead ends, right, correct. Those streets are hella narrow, and then it's really tight. You can barely even see what's the trees, but let's see what this guy does. Can you guys hear me? Is the volume good? Dead ends, right, correct. Those streets are hella narrow. Um, Alright. Yeah, the streets are hella narrow. I don't know why the freaking audio is hella low in my headphones. Shit, it's so annoying. Okay, he's stopping. Oh no, he's reversing. What was he doing? Maybe he took the wrong street. They see police. I don't know. Oh yeah, you see he turned. Probably went too
Imagine
fast.
being
Oh
able
my
to
god.
build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base
Freaking ass,
44.
bro. Okay, we actually got one cruiser right there. You got another one over here. Now so you got the air unit, airship in the sky too. Okay, now he has two units behind. I assume this is LAPD, which is in Hollywood Hills. Most likely LAPD. I don't know. Not really sure who's pursuing or who started this pursuit. Okay, but now they're going on the freeway. I actually do know where this crosses at, so I'm kind of familiar with the area. And it looks like they're headed away towards downtown LA. Actually, never mind. They're not even on the freeway. They're on the side road by the freeway. Okay, now they're getting on the freeway.
Acá, pues, allá que yo vine haciendo ahorita, digo, no, a la salada, que no, que ya, ¿te acuerdas?
I turn the volume low. Oh my god. We can make it low.
Person gets an idea of what's going on here and perhaps wants to stay as far away from that vehicle as possible. You have to see those police cars if you're on that motorcycle, I'm sure. So a scary situation right there where you have to worry about an accident, other motorists, obviously no pedestrians here on the freeway, but not sure where this driver is going, but it is back towards the origin of the start of this pursuit, San Fernando Valley.
Yeah, getting back to that, to the area where it started, sometimes that's, what we talk about, where they go to where they know the area, they're familiar with the area, but, half the time they just end up going someplace and just trying to get out. But going at this speeds with no lights, the people on the freeway just trying to get home in the evening, having this person blast by them, this is just a disaster waiting to happen because he's got a lot of speed and he's trying to work his way through traffic. And every once in a while, that gap that you think you have isn't there, and they have too much speed to be able to stop. But unfortunately, CHP or LAPD back on the pursuit, and with the lights and sirens, so they're going to be able to alert the drivers around, also with the night zone from that helicopter. But at one point here, I wouldn't doubt for a second that the watch commander from LAPD is going to go ahead and call this off on the ground units and have it go to surveillance mode and have the helicopter just follow it. And I believe I was told the want is stolen. If it's just a straight stolen, that's probably going to be the game plan.
And for viewers who may not understand why, because a lot of these can end up with deadly consequences, or like we saw that wild pursuit play out on our air live on Sunday night with the multiple carjackings with the big rig involved, and I mean, on and on. It was just beyond wild. But for people who don't understand why authorities don't bring these things to an end faster, it's a lot easier said than done, right, Tim? And they back off and they go into what's called the follow mode, basically out of concern for public safety.
Exactly. And what you have to keep in mind that if it's a straight stolen, it's just a property crime, and you don't want to have somebody lose their life over a vehicle and somebody taking a vehicle. Now, the one the other night, Sunday, they had to stay with those folks because they were stealing other cars. They were jumping out of one, getting into another, and that's really putting the public in danger. So you try to get those people off the road as quickly. But something like this, where you just have somebody driving at a high rate of speed and just really causing more hazards than necessary, than the watch commander watching the feed from the media, and also the call from the helicopter above. They have to weigh those parameters of the pursuit to see. But if he starts picking up more speed here, he's up in the hundreds now. Yeah, blacked out. You're just asking for it. So the watch commander more than likely will stop it.
That is terrifying to see, the lights off. I'm wondering, Tim, from your perspective, how hard is it for this driver to drive with the lights off when it comes to visibility?
It's very difficult. You don't realize how dark those freeways are when you turn off your lights. I mean, they are extremely dark. But most cars nowadays have their daytime running lights, and it puts a little bit of light in front, or no light to the rear. So, but they're still not strong enough to show any hazards ahead, or to be able to give you depth perception to be able to make moves like he's doing here. Running out 82 miles an hour. You need a little light in front of you to be able to see what you're driving around, to be able to get through. And people aren't expecting you to come through at that speed and then blacked out like that. It's going to be a problem. And I'm trying to look really close to see if those daytime running lights are on, but the night sun's kind of washing them out. So it's just, at this point, if we can look back and see if there's any units behind, but I doubt it at this point. I don't see any flashing against the back of the car right now. Normally you'll see the overhead lights flashing against the car at this point. But the driver of the police car now, their mindset is to stay in contact with the driver, but you have to maintain your safety and maintain the safety of the people around you. So the officers have to weigh that as they're chasing and make the determination on their own how fast they actually can go. And if he's going 100 miles an hour, is it really safe for them to go 100 miles an hour after him? So you have to, as an officer, keep that in mind as you're driving, because there is liability involved in these pursuits, to where if you have an accident, you're going to have to justify why you were doing the speed or the type of driving you were doing. So every officer has been trained for that and always has that in the back of their mind.
Yeah, so let's give a quick update on the location here. We were on the 101 through Studio City. Now we're on the 170 North Roscoe Boulevard exit, passing right here. Speeds, yes, above 100 miles per hour. This is a stolen vehicle pursuit. This kicked off in the San Fernando Valley. We've seen it go onto surface streets in the Hollywood Hills. We've seen it, let's bring this up if we could, sideswipe an innocent driver once it got off the 101 southbound here, trying to get away from authorities, and boom, that innocent driver just got sideswiped by this stolen vehicle pursuit. Now driving on the 170 North without headlights on. Tim Lynn, the police specialist on the line with us, you think that they as in LAPD, decided to back off and only track from above just because it is so dangerous? Although now that I say that, we're seeing the black and white still right on this driver's tail.
That's CHP. They've probably requested CHP since it's on the freeway and going north, more than likely out of their jurisdiction. They'll go ahead and call in CHP to come in and take over to help help out on that because one, the CHP know the freeways very well. They know the hazards on the freeway, and then they have that capability of handing it off as it goes through the different jurisdictions. And LAPD doesn't have to run units out of the city. So CHP has a little different policy than LAPD. They're a little more aggressive on the pursuits. They drive at high speeds all the time. They're trained for very high speed driving. So they will be, as you see here, very close, very aggressive. And now they're using that helicopter overhead to call the pursuit. The ground unit's going to stay close and see how he can handle this. But once it starts getting a little too reckless, if he causes that driver to go, excessive as he's doing right now at 90 miles an hour, the CHP watch commander will shut them down as well because they too have the same liability as the local law enforcement should an accident happen during these pursuits. But they have other means of stopping these pursuits along the way and going on the 170 now transition to the 5 freeway. Going to keep going up, and if they get to certain areas, they have places where they can use spike strips on the freeway, and that pretty much is the only way. It looks like they're getting off the freeway or Terabella, and this will put him into the Arleta-Pacoima area. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, so that does slow down the speeds just a little bit. We are lucky, though, that these roads have been fairly wide open. Dangerous move there. So
Yeah.
CHP will stay with this, even though it's on the surface streets, thinking that they might get back on the freeway at any minute. Tim, is that right?
They'll stay with it for a bit, and I've had it personally to where they get off the freeway, then they just give it up really quick, and you better be ready to go as soon as they do that. But most of the times they'll stick with it as best they can, and if it gets too deep into the city, then they'll go ahead and have LAPD come back in and take over. So right now, the Foothill Division of LAPD is well aware of this pursuit in their jurisdiction and are probably staging and tracking and keeping an eye on the area just to be available when this person does go to foot. They're able to set up the perimeter or give chase. So just because they're not involved doesn't mean they're not watching. Man, terrible turn through that red light.
Dangerous move after dangerous move here. So now we're on San Fernando Road and Terabella Street in the Pacoima area. Again, we bring you these pursuits this isn't for entertainment purposes. This is for public safety issues because your loved one could be coming home tonight and has no idea that this reckless driver, this dangerous suspect behind the wheel here, is out there doing everything he can to elude officers, and we are hearing that it is a male driver behind the wheel. We often hear about, the unknowns, Tim, when we call these pursuits. Is this person armed? Law enforcement always assumes that the suspect is armed. Are there more than one, is there a passenger or multiple passengers inside? We haven't heard that yet. We're working to get more information confirmed. But for people who are watching us and just jumping on the air to watch this latest stolen vehicle pursuit unfold live right here on LA Live News tonight, this is a stolen vehicle pursuit. Male driver started in San Fernando Valley. It's made its way through the Hollywood Hills on the 101 freeway, the 170 north. Now we're on surface streets here in Pacoima. It's important to note as we're squeezing our way through this intersection, doing anything that they can to get through. It looks like a Chevron or a gas station there to get through. Should they make a U-turn? Nope. This is just clearly, Tim, this person doesn't have a game plan in mind.
No, he's just driving through the area here of the north end of Pacoima, south into Sylmar. And this is a kind of a tight area up in this area. A lot of people on foot all times of the night. And so you have to keep that in mind. And CHP, now, they may not have that information out here turning on Van Nuys. This will take him back towards the 5 freeway. But the area on Van Nuys Boulevard, you're coming back towards San Fernando Road, is a very tight area. CHP looks like they're thinking about doing a pit. Yeah, but they're a little bit too quick. Just looking at the speeds are 54 miles an hour.
Yeah.
A lot will happen at that speed if you do that. So he had a chance to take a look, and more than likely he's teeing it up for when he catches a long turn. But that a very sharp turn there around the corner down through the neighborhood here. And right now he's kind of working his way back down towards the Pierce Street. So this is a very, as I said, thin streets, very tight, very dark. So I hope somebody's not out there. But CHP is sticking with it. And I'm surprised LAPD hasn't gotten in on this yet.
Tim, you're right. Those streets are very narrow in that neighborhood, which is very scary because it's so dark out there. You can see that. we did see CHP get a little more aggressive when it comes to trying to bring this to an end with the start, the feel. You can feel the energy of the pit maneuver right there just a short time ago. Right now, though, as we're wow, what happened there? Sparks. My question for you, Tim, as you watch how this driver is driving, the speeds, the aggressiveness, what does it tell you about this driver and how badly they want to get away from law enforcement?
Yeah, he's very motivated. I'll tell you that. You see that right now, like he's watching the area, just getting to know it. So they're not. This area right here is a very crowded housing project area. He just drove through. I thought sure he was going to go out on foot because those are extremely difficult to deal with. But yeah, when they get going fast like this, they're doing all this turning and stuff. All they're trying to do is get distance between them and that unit behind them to be able to get out and get over a couple fences and hopefully get
Alright, guys, my bad. Too much goddamn audio in the background, guys.
infrared camera. It's gonna be very difficult.
Well, exactly why I cleaned up the mic
This
all the
is
way high.
all the way to
So,
probably San Fernando Road. LAPD sitting there waiting. Now he's going southbound.
just sorry about that. So anyway, now
taking
we're
back down
in San
towards
Fernando Road, which is I
the
think
Lost
LAPD
Laurel
Foothill
Canyon
Division.
area. So
I think something like that
gonna get a
area.
lot of
I'm not
speed on
really
this
too
part
sure.
of the street.
The
This is more
LAPD
of
has
a
a lot
wide
of
area that they
stations
have,
and divisions
blacked
everywhere.
and actually no daytime
But
running lights now that we got
alright,
in front. He's totally blacked out.
Yeah.
I also got the
Nobody's
notification
seeing
on
him
TikTok.
coming.
I'm telling you, when
That's
these
super
pistols
dangerous
come
because
on,
people
like
will
I
take
get like 5
simple turn
notifications,
or
like my
lane
phone
change
blows
not
up.
knowing he's there.
But
Oh,
anyways,
gosh,
this guy's from the
he's
San Fernando Valley, in the
Yeah,
valley
and
of
speeds,
Pacoima.
if
He
you
is
look at the
driving
speeds on
over
the surface street,
almost 80 miles
75
per hour, guys,
plus
with the
at
lights
this
off,
point.
no headlights
No
off. This is
lights.
very crazy
This
and
is in
dangerous.
Pacoima, San Fernando
Alright,
Road,
alright.
and
Exactly what I was saying.
you know, it's
The
like,
only
oh
light
gosh,
that there
like
is the
watching
light
somebody
sign
with a
from the
death wish here,
LAPD
just
airship
blowing
or
through
whatever
intersections.
airship is chasing
This is
this.
a stolen vehicle pursuit.
So as you can see
Suspect
earlier,
behind the
a
wheel
bit
here,
ago, I was
some sort of
asking
an
who was in
SUV.
pursuit of this
We're still
suspect
working to
vehicle, and it
confirm
was
some of the
LAPD.
details. This
But
did
since the
start in the
suspect
San Fernando
hopped on
Valley.
the freeway,
It's the night sun that you're
CHP took
seeing
over it.
tracking from
So
above.
now it is unclear if CHP
CHP
are
is
still
involved
after
and
him,
now
which I'm
LAPD.
pretty
So
sure.
even though it is
Because
on
also a bit
surface
ago they
streets,
did
to
talk
Christine's
about
point,
they are
Tim,
in
it's
LAPD
still
Foothill
CHP
Division, so
as
I
we
don't
now
know.
zoom in. It looks
LAPD
like
might
some
join in.
back end damage with something
But CHP and
hanging
LAPD
off
are
the
involved.
right side
So
of
far.
the right
That's what I
tail
know.
light there, making a right
Alright, he's
turn
making a
here
right turn.
on Branford Street. They work in conjunction, CHP and
Is
LAPD.
he slowing down? It looks like he wants to
But
slow
yes,
down.
the pursuing unit will stay on it. The pursuing
Now it's
Wait, we're
braking. Okay,
stopping.
now
We're
they're
gonna
gonna
interrupt
run. They're gonna
Yeah,
run.
they're
They're gonna
stopping
run.
here. They stopped. One
Yep.
person out bailing,
Well, one person's out.
making a run for it, not very quickly.
Why?
Not a
Like
fast runner.
low
There
on
you've got
gas,
law
or I
enforcement
don't know. Like I
that's
said,
right there
sometimes I
on
don't
that
know what
pursuit.
goes through
Will catch
these
this
guys'
person pretty quickly. You have
minds
to wonder,
or their
though,
head, but
are they
I
armed?
mean, I guess.
Tim, that's got to be a big concern there as police are chasing this person.
Right.
Well, it looks like the CHP had backed off a bit.
Okay, so
because of that
CHP did
driving,
back
but
up.
this
It's
is
not
what
LAPD.
happens when
CHP
they do
did
that
back up a little
surveillance
bit,
mode. It gets you to the point
which
to
is kind
where
of bad because this gives the
the
suspect
pursuing officer isn't
a
close
couple
enough to
minutes,
give
a
chase.
good
Now
amount of
the
time to
area is
hide,
going to try
which I
to
can
give
still see him. Okay,
information
now he made a
to the
right turn
units
into
around it that were
apartment
trailing
complex
and
or
outside of the area to
right.
be able
I
to
think that's him.
pin down
Okay, I
those
see the
guys,
lights. I
lock
see
down
red
the
and blue
area.
lights behind,
But
so it looks like
it's
they're here
very
in the area.
difficult for that
But he most
for the
likely did
officers to get
go
into the
inside
area
right there. I
quickly.
don't know
Here
if that's
comes
an
the first
apartment
CHP
complex
officer,
Mm-hmm.
and now
or
LAPD
a
is going to
business
swoop into
or a
the area
warehouse.
as well.
It actually might
and
look like
start
a
setting
warehouse.
that
I see
perimeter.
vans
But he's
and
gotten up
people
into
coming
this
out right
business
there.
area here, so we'll have
Okay,
to see
yeah,
if
you
he
see he's
was able
pointing.
to
There
figure
he
out.
is.
But yeah,
Yeah.
ran into that.
It looks like somebody, innocent
Right.
bystander there is just saying, yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
that looks
somebody
like a
run
warehouse.
this way.
Yeah, it's yeah. Imagine being at work, waiting there, and all of a sudden somebody comes running by
Right.
into the business. Now they got to make sure that they get the back of that business sealed.
Yeah,
up
guys,
with that
like I
TFO
said, I
or
don't
the
know if he's
flight
armed or
officers
not.
being in the
We just know
area
that
to be able to keep that back
LAPD or
door covered,
CHP,
because you get
LAPD I
into those
think was
cars, you
pursuing a
have a lot
vehicle.
of cover and concealment to get through there. So
I
now
don't
they
know,
have to
guys.
lock
I
down
don't
this
know, but
area
like I
to try
said,
to
I'm sorry if I went
pin this
quiet
guy
because
into
too much
these
noise in the
strip
background.
mall or the strip
Okay, you see, yeah,
business
stolen
area.
vehicle
So
pursuit.
it's
So the
going to be
vehicle was
hard work
stolen,
for
but it's still
LAPD and
unclear if the
CHP
suspect is
to
armed
narrow this thing
as
down.
compared
And so,
to Sunday's
and as you said, worried
police
about this
pursuit.
person being
We don't know.
armed. Now you have to keep that
Yeah,
in mind.
exactly.
Now the CHP will more likely back out at this point, let LAPD
So far,
come
it shows
in because
a
they're more trained
stolen
and
vehicle.
more able to search buildings and also have the ability of having
Uh-huh.
canines and things
Right.
of that sort. But now you see the area turn its light back on, kind of keeping an eye on the back. He's also the
You got the
observer
vehicle
on
right
that
here. You
helicopter.
got
The
another
tactical
cruiser
flight
right
officer
here.
is using an infrared camera to keep an eye
Like
out to see
situations like
if
this,
anybody
like
pops viaduct. It's much
There
easier
could
to
be
see them
many
with that
entrances
infrared than
and
it is with the
exits.
light. and they're flying very low with
possibly
the LAPD
run
helicopter
out and
here
escape through the back
keeping
or
an eye on.
something.
So they're gonna tighten this
I see you got
perimeter
the
up and try
LAPD
to
airship
seal
doing
this
a really
area
good
off to
job
where the person
on the
can't get
perimeter.
out, and then hopefully start doing a search for that suspect in this area. But it could take hours to find him with all those cars. So they're going to have
Right.
to call in more likely a K9 units.
So you're saying with the infrared, they have better eyes and ears than we do right now with their view.
I'm telling you guys,
I
those
noted the
5
body
minutes that he
language
gets
of the
to run,
officers. You saw
and
at
then he
least
runs
one
inside his
person who
building,
was in that
that
building
5
that
minutes, 10
probably
minutes,
a
like,
worker or two, and they
it
ran
could
out of
really
there.
lead to
They are
him hiding
behind
or
the officer
possibly
where
even
it's
getting
safe
away.
for them. But the body language here tells me, Tim, that they're not too concerned immediately about what's in front of them right there. Perhaps they have some intel as to where this person ran or how far they could go. Maybe they did go towards the back door. Maybe they are
Right.
holed up in another room. But what does the body language tell you?
Well, they're being cautious. They're keeping cover. It's where they're not
Uh,
going in and trying to get as many people out of there by
who
yelling
is this
in.
guy right here?
And you see another person
He
coming out,
has
but
like
they're not
a
going
light
in
blue,
as a team.
baby blue
And they're kind of
uniform.
keeping back. They're not,
Uh,
doing the
this guy
SWAT
right here.
activity where they're in a
That's not
line
CHP, or
trying
is
to
that
move
CHP?
forward. Now they're going to back
Or maybe I'm
away.
just switching to the
So
color.
yeah, they're not ready to go in.
Alright,
They're
so it
going
looks
to have
like
to get
these
a
two
game plan
CHP
together
officers that was right here
to
by the door, it
make
looks
sure
like
they
they're
have
going
a
back to
tight
the car.
perimeter on the
So they're
outside
not
before
really
they try to go
concerned.
search the inside. Because if he squirts
Well, I
out
don't
the back
know.
door or out a roof vent and runs across a roof, it's going to be a lot of the surprise officers on the ground. Because I've had them do that to me in the unit where they'll go in and I'm
Yeah,
watching
that's
on the
not a
infrared, and
cruiser.
all of a
You
sudden
got
I'll see a roof
CHP, you
hatch
got
pop open,
LAPD,
and you
damn.
see this guy sprinting
That's not
across
our
the
units
roof,
right there. I'm
trying to
talking about.
explain that to the guys on the ground. Hey, he's out. He's on the roof running that direction. So that's what that TFOs were.
Yeah,
The
exactly. Like, he
flight
could
officers
have
are
gone
waiting
out the
for.
back door. He
And
could be
so
running. He
right
could
now
be
they're going to have
hiding
to back
outside.
off,
He
slow
could
down, get
possibly even be
together a
long
game
gone, or he
plan,
could
put
even
the
be on the
right
roof.
officers together, and then do a methodical search. But
Those 5
first things
minutes,
first, they have to lock
he
down the
could do a
area
lot.
and contain the suspect.
Well, speaking of the area, I just did a quick search. So according to our extreme navigation system here, it's Branford Street and San Fernando Road in Pacoima. And if you do a Google Maps on that it looks like this may be a window tinting location that closes at 8:30. So that makes sense as to why it would be open at this time of night, and the suspect would be able to just run in. So this could be, again, this isn't confirmed, but just doing the Google search here, this could be a window tinting business that was set to close in just a few minutes at 8:30. It's 8:29 right now, in fact. So it looks like it to me, given the daylight photo and what we're seeing here live from Fox 11. Let's show you that moment, though, while we're sort of in the standby mode when the suspect decided to pull over abruptly, and there's that suspect making a run for it. Branford Street, San Fernando Road, makes a right turn here once he sees this parking lot, the entryway, turns in there, and then seemingly may have run into this window tinting business right here in this industrial area in Pacoima. So now we got all the officers there.
Yeah, you can see him running right there.
It could be only a matter of time if you're thinking that this business is open, which if this is the right business, there would be the employees inside. Everybody would have to
Alright, so what's going on here, guys?
Get out of there.
You got CHP right here, chilling, talking. At first they were right here, guarding, blocking the door, but now they backed off, now they're just talking. And then you got LAPD right here.
And how are you going to protect the lives of the innocent workers there?
And I assume these are workers or LAPD.
Time is on the officer's side, so they don't want to go too fast and get anybody hurt.
What's he doing?
Looks like they're zooming in for something there, but the officers are going to stay back. Now you see the group of LAPD officers there grouped up out, more than likely game planning what they're going to do, and then you try to get all the innocents out as best you can. Yell into the business, hey, get out, get out, get out. And you watch for people coming out. Are they in uniform? Do they look like they belong there? Are they sweating from running?
Looks like a blue uniform, guys.
You're watching everybody coming
that
out.
Might be a security
Everybody's
guard,
going
or
to
maybe
be
that's
detained coming out of the business
different
to
type
make
of
sure that
uniform color.
make sure that the suspect isn't going to come out pretending to be an employee, and hopefully the employees basically point him out or point that person out. But yeah, this is just the opportunity. That's the first open door that person saw, and in they go, and then they try to think of something else once they get inside to get out. So you never know what you're going to come up with. You have to stay very flexible as the officer on the scene. And right now, they're just trying to put together a game plan to figure out where they have to search, what they have to search, and there's the LAPD behind. You've got that area to set up, and like I said, the tactical flight officer is placing units where he needs them because he has the overhead view. Yeah, putting units in critical locations to block any avenues that escape. In case he does what they say, squirt out of the location, which is they pop out a back door, pop out a roof hatch, or just come running straight
Spread out
out. I mean,
location.
I've
I don't
seen
like
that
that.
before.
That
They
sounded
just,
kind of sus.
get panicked and they just start running. So you have to be ready for anything. And at this point, just looking at the demeanor of the LAPD here, they've all huddled up
Yeah, so like,
together. CHP have
I mean,
kind of
I
backed
guess
off
I
to their
understand
units. And
they
more
are
than
being
likely, they're putting together a
cautioned,
game plan
not just
using
going in there and going
information
in, because
from
like I said,
CHP
it's still
and from the
very
air unit to
unconfirmed
figure
if
out
the suspect
exactly
is
how we're
armed
going to
or
handle
not
this.
armed.
And if
The
they
only thing
believe
that I
this
know,
person is armed,
and that most
this
likely
will
that they
more than
know,
likely go
is
to
he stole the
a
vehicle,
tactical
and he stole the
call
vehicle.
out
He's
for
now
the
in the
SWAT team
pursuit,
to
and
come
that's
out,
why the
who has
pursuit
better equipment,
happened.
better
That's why they're
protection,
after him.
and are they
So they
train
don't
for
know
that
nothing about
daily
the
on
weapon
how to
in
get
the
people
vehicle,
out.
or
So
They can block
the
that
last
he
thing,
has a
too.
weapon.
Yeah, they can block that front entrance. Tim, this could be a
yeah.
very long night.
That could
We
be a
could
long
sit
night.
here and chat all night, but we
Exactly.
have a lot of other news we want
Now
to
he could
cover.
be going around, he
We're
could
going
be
to keep a watch
running,
on this. We may
and
come
he has
back to
a lot of
keep the
good time
telephone
to hide.
handy.
Find a good
But
hiding
right
spot.
now,
Probably,
since
like I
not a
said,
lot is
probably
happening,
even
we
run
do want to
through the
bring our
back door
viewers some
and
other news.
escape.
And hopefully they will
Or
catch
maybe
this
be
guy,
in
and
the
hopefully
parking
all
lot.
the employees are out and safe.
All right.
Nice. I don't know. Alright, guys. Well, it looks like Foxy Demon is now
3
out.
or 4 California Highway Patrol units engaged.
Let's see. Okay, we got another live stream.
That, yeah,
What is this?
it definitely
Live.
looks like
You know,
a
I'm
wrecking
actually gonna
yard or
join.
like a pickup part. You know, some parts where
I'm
they
stupid.
disassemble
I'm actually
cars
gonna
and
subscribe.
sell, you know, parts that
I'm
are
actually
in
gonna hit the bell
demand
too
on the used
when you
car
guys
market. It
do
might be
drop
an
any new
operation like
chases.
that. But you
Let
know,
me
then I'm kind
know,
of wondering if there's no rear entrance into that. Like, what is
because
that
Foxy
yarding
Lemon is
even
now out.
attached to?
I was
Maybe it's
watching The
actually,
Light Pursuit
I
on
think it's actually might
ABC.
be a part of this other
I don't
wider
know if it's
building.
still there or
But
if
still
they
so many
did
Over
places
in
to
this
hide,
area
right?
that I have highlighted. So
Well, we're going to keep
yeah,
an eye on this
definitely.
and
And I
keep.
mean, yep.
Yeah, we're going to keep Desmond Shaw above this
Go
in SkyCal
looks
and
like ABC is
provide
still.
updates throughout the night here on KCal as police tonight still continue to search for a pursuit suspect. They believe that he is inside this warehouse right now, and they are making a plan right now to
Yeah, looks like ABC
get
is
him out of
still.
there, but it's unclear exactly what that plan will be, but we'll be sure to update you throughout the night here on KCal. Well, nowadays, the search is on.
Una mujer que estaba dentro, ella salió, entonces pensamos que el negocio todavía está
ABC is still
abierto aquí
in
en
the
la calle
search
Branford, en
area.
el área de Pacoima, y la policía dice que
Alright, guys, we might
los
stay a little longer
empleados
until this live stream,
están
until this
diciéndoles
chopper
que
or live
esa es
stream
la
ends,
única
and
manera de
we're
poder
gonna
entrar
announce.
o salir del edificio.
So far, we got one
Entonces
chopper
no
out,
creen que es
which is
posible
Fox.
que el sospechoso salga por ninguna de las otras puertas. Entonces, cuando el momento ideal llegue, los oficiales de la policía de Los Ángeles de la división FEL van a entrar al edificio y tratar de encontrar al sospechoso y
This
finalmente
could very be a long
poderlo
night, guys.
arrestar, porque
Yeah,
esta
I'm
es una
talking about
persecución que ya ha durado más de
long night.
media hora. Empezó en el Valle de San Fernando,
So like, I
se
don't
fue
know
al
what
sur hacia
they plan on
Hollywood
doing.
antes de
Probably
regresar una
getting
vez más,
dogs,
donde
canines,
finalmente aquí
most
terminó
likely,
en el
because this
área
could be
de
a long night.
Pacoima, donde el sospechoso continúa prófugo.
Because it looks like CHP nor LAPD is actually going inside the building.
Okay, back with you guys here in
Which
English.
obviously,
What
like
I
I
was
said,
just saying
for
in
safety
Spanish is
reasons,
that
they
LAPD was
are
told by
probably
the
running out
employees
more
that there's really no
resources
other way in or
and
out of
more
this building.
equipment
So they're pretty
to
confident
arrive
they're
before
going to
they
be
do
able to get
before
this
an
guy
MPD
whenever the
search.
time is right. They're going to approach and try to locate him in the building
Remember,
and
the
take him into
suspect
custody.
did have
Now,
at
this is
least
a very large building,
3
but I
minutes.
don't know if the one unit leads to the
You
other.
got more
The
LAPD
unit
over
where he
here,
ran
if you guys
in,
can see,
I
but
just
just
looked at the
close to
number.
it.
It says it's unit
And you can see when the
19, but
suspect got
I
out the
don't
car,
know
he
if
had like
there's any way for
5
him
minutes
to hop
to
over to
run.
any of the
Obviously,
nearby
the only thing
businesses,
that
if
was
they have
still
a
in the
shared
air
attic
is
or
the
anything of
airship.
that
That was the only
nature.
thing that was
So
tracking
at
them.
this point, that's
Because
unclear, but
CHP and
LAPD is pretty confident that
CHP
he's
most
in there
likely
because
was kind of
the employees
back
told
there.
them
Obviously, you
that
know,
there's
they can't
really no
drive
other way for
fast.
this guy
They
to
can run the
get out of
lights.
the
They
building.
can do crazy maneuvers, obviously, you know,
I am
for
hearing
the
that
safety of the
officers
public.
are trying to get some traffic control
So
here through the
unfortunately, they
area.
do have to
They're
follow
trying to get
the
traffic
laws
stopped
and
through the
traffic
area, so
laws.
they're trying to block Brantford, not San Fernando. the road per se, but they are trying
Unlike
to
the
block
suspect, you know,
Brantford
still
to
does whatever he
prevent
wants.
vehicles from coming
So
this way.
he did have like 3 minutes to run away. I mean, we know, as you can see, because the cameras, the choppers are still in the sky, and we seen them. We know he ran in there, but after that, who knows where he gone? And if you're a civilian or just anyone who's working right now, obviously you're not gonna go ahead and be nosy as fudge and go follow him and be like, oh yeah, he's hiding right there. Like I said, you never know, and we do not know if he's armed or not. And if you're over here following this criminal, this carjacking suspect, you never know, he could explode and possibly even shoot you. So just leave this to professionals. Probably always the best solution. Do not get your business in someone else's business if it has nothing to do with you. Just stay out of it. It's the best solution, and it'll keep you alive and safe. See something, say nothing. Obviously, you guys heard that phrase already, right? Before, see something, say something,
Try to
which is
sneak a
good, you
peek
know.
here at
But
this
in certain
business.
situations, when you
All
see
I really
something,
see are pallets, so
do
hard to
not say
tell
nothing.
what type
Sometimes
of
it could get
business
you
this
killed,
is.
or
I know it is a granite yard in the next lot over, but I don't know that there's any
consequences could
connection
come
between this
afterwards.
building and the
I'm
granite
just
yard.
saying, it's
I
like
think it's
50-50.
Arizona Tile, I want to say is what it's called.
Sometimes we all want to do good stuff, help out, but most of the time you gotta know when it's the right thing to do, or what's the right thing to do. In other words.
Will you scoot forward just a bit, George? Thank you. I'm getting a building in the way. At the bottom of the frame.
What time is it? I think it's about to be like 9 p.m. I'm still kind of tired from Sunday's pursuit, but I think I still have it on. And I went quiet because I was getting half asleep. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay up and be watching this one. Because technically, this one's already a wrap. Right now, after it's gonna be a reaction, like I said, he's already hiding inside. So, matter of fact, all the solution, the only thing is, you're just gonna wait for more officers and more
So
resources
continue
to
to
arrive.
monitor the scanner, and
Use
one
the
of the things
dogs or
I'm hearing
whatever
is
so
that
they can
the
put him out.
unit is vacant, is what they're saying. So they believe that that's where he's at. Apparently, it may connect to at least one more unit, but they're blocking everything so
Well,
that
you know he's
there's
vacant.
really no way this guy can get out. Can he get in the attic? Quite possible. We've had that happen before. So they're just setting everything up before they try to approach.
Is there any officers inside already,
He has access
or what
to
the
two
fuck?
businesses inside, but nobody else is in there with him. Everybody who was in there ran
He's
out.
outside. Alright. Yeah, you see, running out is a smart thing. It's the best solution.
Could you scoot forward more, George?
If you're not the boss and you're just a casual, regular worker like me, there is no need to risk your life.
Or you can go back a little south to where we were too. That would work. Just because I'm trying to dodge that
There is
building
no
at
need
like
to
the bottom of the frame.
risk your life on the line. Oh, well, I'm actually gonna answer a call.
Okay. I'll take this. This works. Kind of cleared it, and then I can still see the door. Yeah, this works right here. Thank you.
Alright, we're good. Alright guys, I'm actually gonna go ahead and get my snacks and I'll be back because it looks like this one's gonna be a fucking long one.
Patiently waiting here for the next move. Again, he does have access to 2 units in this large commercial building, but apparently he can't go beyond that. And there's nobody else inside. Everyone who was in ran out. I did see one lady in a blue dress. She ran out right as the suspect ran in. And at this point, no word on whether the guy is possibly armed. There's really nothing to lead us to believe that he is. But of course, officers will always treat it as if he is, just in case. So they will approach with either their shields or guns drawn, possibly bring out the police canine before they enter the building and try to take him into custody. They'll, of course, also give the guy a chance to get out on his own. They'll make announcements, and they'll usually do that in Spanish and in English, just in case he doesn't understand. And if he still doesn't respond, then that's when they can move in and try to take him into custody. This could be a SWAT situation if they believe that he's armed, but at this point we have no information to lead us to believe that he does. And again, he was wanted for stealing a car, a Ford SUV, and it was LAPD Devonshire Division officers who first spotted the car. It was at around 8 o'clock or so, and that is when they tried to pull him over, but he failed to yield, so he made his way through surface streets, eventually ending up on the 170. He got on south. CHP has their canine en route, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, so CHP has their canine en route, is what we're hearing, which was one of the things I was just talking about, but potentially bringing out the dog. So, as I was saying, suspect jumped on the 170, transitioned to the 101. He got off in the Hollywood area, made his way through the Hollywood Hills, where he was likely very lost, before getting out of that mess and back onto the 101 freeway. He went north 101 to the north 170, where he transitioned onto the 5 and then exited at Terabella. And then once he was on surface streets in Pacoima, he made his way over to the San Fernando Gardens. Those are those apartments right there off of Van Nuys, just north of Whiteman Airport. And then after driving through the complex, he got back out, took San Fernando Road to the south, and then he made that westbound turn onto Branford, where he abandoned the vehicle and took off running, and ended up inside of this commercial building where he likely scared all of the employees. They were all running out as we got a visual of the door. Suspect ran in.
Alright, well, what I missed?
Apparently he's in there by himself. He has access to 2 units within this very large commercial building. But they're saying that he really has no other way out. The employees say that that open door is the only way in, and it's the only way out. So unless he tries to hide in the attic somehow, the ceiling there, he's not going to have a very easy time avoiding the LAPD or the CHP, who are now working here in conjunction. They're trying to give priority here to the LAPD since this is their jurisdiction. It's Foothill Division. But the CHP is sending their canine unit over, so if that's the case, then they might have to take the lead. So they're still trying to sort all of that out. But
So
for
over
now,
here discussing
for
whose
those of you who
canine's
live in
gonna
the area,
come.
what you should know is Branford Street is shut down through the area.
I'm gonna just bring Bolts. Fuck it,
Basically
you know?
avoided
Bring
between San
Bolts
Fernando
dogs,
and
don't
Laurel
matter.
Canyon. That's what I would do. So avoid Branford. Laurel and San Fernando are still open through the
Alright
area.
guys, so apparently the suspect has no way out. I guess
Take
that's the only exit, that's the only entrance, unless
Terabella. You have some options
he breaks the
there,
wall,
thankfully.
unless
And at this time of the night,
he forces it,
there really isn't too much traffic
or
on
makes another
Branford.
way
It's
out without
mostly
turning his
commercial
shot.
right through here. On the Laurel Canyon side of it, there are a lot of apartments there, but you can still access that via Laurel Canyon. So at this point, I really won't have too much in the way of a traffic impact for people in the Pacoima area. But again, Branford shut down between Laurel Canyon and San Fernando Road.
So yeah, so apparently they are waiting for canines to come. Because there's a possibility this man could be in the attic, in the roof. Or just doing his best to hide. We just have access to two different
Buenas
units.
noches una vez más desde el helicóptero. Seguimos aquí sobre Pacoima, sobre un edificio comercial donde la policía de Los Ángeles, junto con la patrulla de caminos de California, está tratando de encontrar un sospechoso de robo de auto a quien estuvo manejando desde el
San
valle de San
Fernando.
Fernando hasta el área de Hollywood en un vehículo robado,
San
un
Fernando and Hollywood. Remember, this also
carro
was
Ford
in Hollywood Hills
café
and
en
in
color. Él
North
era la única
North
persona
Hollywood,
adentro
and
del
it ended
vehículo.
in
La
Pacoima
persecución
and San
se fue
Fernando
del
Road.
valle de San Fernando hacia Hollywood antes de que el sospechoso se diera la vuelta y regresara hacia el norte, donde tomó la autopista 5 en dirección norte, se salió en la calle Terrabella, manejó por las calles de Pacoima hasta llegar a los
Also, he did.
apartamentos ahí
I think he
justo al norte
swiped
del
one
aeropuerto de
car
Whiteman, a los apartamentos
while
llamados
exiting the
los
freeway,
San
which, if I
Fernando
could
Gardens,
recap,
y
looks like he
eventualmente
did.
después de manejar por el complejo de apartamentos se montó una vez más en la calle San Fernando Road antes de dar la vuelta a la derecha a la calle Brantford, donde abandonó el vehículo y se
You guys
echó a
see me
la
being a
fuga
commentator
corriendo
hard, or you
dentro de
guys
este
just
edificio donde los
talking? Just
empleados
gotta,
corrieron para
just
afuera cuando
always
él
gotta
corrió
know what to
hacia
say.
adentro. Entonces, al momento la policía de Los Ángeles piensa que el sospechoso es la única persona adentro del edificio. Están
Right.
esperando
Also, it
ahora
only
el
looked like it
perro
was one
de la
suspect
patrulla de
because
caminos de
I think
California
on
que llegue a la
Sunday's
escena
pursuit it was
antes
two
de entrar al
that got
edificio y
away, but this
tratar
one was
de
only one.
tomar a esta persona bajo custodia. Reportando desde Pacoima, desde el helicóptero, Eliana Moreno, Telemundo 52. Good. About an hour, JB. And we're right next to base, so we're plenty good. We could light in at this point.
Alright, so apparently this chick says that their chopper is like right next to their base, to their helipad or airport. I think the airport is like, I know Fawcett's airport, Fawcett Island is like in Van Nuys, like around their area. So she said that they're right close to home. So I assume the helicopter's gonna be up in the air for a cool little while. Longer. Hopefully. Alright, that is a lot of cruisers, a lot of officers, units just for one
Please
guy.
move forward a little bit, George. We're like kind of like descending, I think. Either descending or falling back.
Yeah, how about like the other side of the warehouse? Well, either way, like they said, the only entrance, the only exit is that door right there that we're seeing.
That's better.
So there's still other LAPD units stationed. On the time, just in case. Just in case he just manages to run out or escape some other way somehow. But like I said, they said that's still the way in, way out. But just in case they loosen up the whole perimeter, the whole warehouse, this whole location is shut down. You can see the helicopter sunlight. Night sun is still shining the perimeter, just in case it does, you know.
Thank you to everyone who continues to watch us online. Special thanks to our viewer Joey, watching us all the way from Sydney, Australia. That is a long ways away from Pacoima, where we find ourselves now at the termination of this pursuit. Here off of Brantford and San Fernando Road. That's near Whiteman Airport. This is the LAPD Foothills jurisdiction. They're here along with the California Highway Patrol. The airship that was tracking this pursuit the entire time, he's actually departing now, so he's switching out with another helicopter from the Los Angeles Police Department.
Oh,
so you see the
full of
nights
gas,
in there, that's
probably low
provided
fuel.
by the helicopter, of course. We saw it plenty of times during the course of this pursuit, because for a good chunk of it, they were in tracking mode. That is when the
Okay, like
airship
one
is the only
unmarked
unit on the
Brown
chase.
Lake. Looks like he's still
No
the U-turn,
patrol
probably
units
leave
are
the area.
visible when the bad guy looks through the rearview mirror. And they do that because they're trying to get the guy to drive a little bit more calmly.
Looks
They
like
think
he's
that if
gonna
he
leave the
doesn't
area.
see the
The
units
unmarked
behind him,
unit,
that he will
Brown
think
Lake.
that he's no longer being
Nice
pursued,
old school
and he will
classic
surrender
Brown
and give
Lake.
up. So in this case, there were no units directly behind him when he
Never mind,
abandoned
he's just moving his
the
car,
vehicle, but
I
that
guess.
airship was still overhead and was able to guide the
I
patrol
was gonna
units
say,
to
do
the
they really need an
termination
airship?
point this guy ran inside, where
Well, just in
officers
case he
believe
does
he's
run
still
out.
hiding inside
Well, he
this
most
building.
likely ain't. Like I said, he can't come out. So he's most likely gonna be inside the whole night. But I guess, just in case anything happens, they do have an airship.
So they're
Still
gonna
lining
wait
up the
for the
perimeter.
K9. Jamie, one of the helicopters left. We've got 2 left here, so there's 3 of us.
Three news helicopters in the sky? Apparently that's what I'm hearing. 3 or 2? Okay, so that unit is leaving.
Will you scoot forward again, George? Thank you. That's good there again, I can see them. Yeah, sometimes that commercial building just to the left of the screen, it will pop in the frame and then it blocks their view, or our view of them. But I can see them again. So I'm hearing now that CHP units are being released, so this will be LAPD's handle. So you'll see that unit there back away and leave, because that is a CHP cruiser there.
Right.
And you can tell who's CHP and who's LAPD because CHP officers, they wear all tan here in the state of California, and the LAPD wears all blue. So that's we're able to tell the difference between who's who.
Their uniform is kind of black, but
the cruisers themselves
apparently
are
it's
also
just a
different, but
dark
in
navy
terms of
blue.
uniforms, that's the difference.
Yeah, looks like CHP is now, I wouldn't say going home, but looks like they're back on, being on control again until they get our call. Because the 5th LAPD Foothill Division is not taking over. Another CHP unit right there, also being the Charger. The Dodge Charger.
Jamie, if you can hear me, I have the tape queued up to show you the part that we missed. I can feed that back right now, and then if something happens, I'll just switch back over. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So for everyone watching, you're going to see the car back on the move. It's this is all just a replay of earlier.
Okay, we got recap,
those of you who are
replay,
watching know
W
that my
woman,
signal
W
dropped out
reporter.
there.
What happened? She just cut off. Well, 3 minute props.
Business. So the driver, that suspect, is still inside the building, unwilling really
And I think
becoming
another LAPD cruiser
and now
moving in as well. Yep.
LAPD bringing in a K9 unit here shortly.
Alright, looks like a K9 is coming in. Also, well, earlier you were talking about a CHP K9, but it looks like CHP K9 is not coming in no more. The CHP have now been dispatched to go back on patrol. They don't need their assist no more. Sending the CHP should only be on the highways. And now LAPD is taking over. But one thing I do want to say, guys, is apparently that the CHP is much. I mean, they're kind of the same amount. But apparently, CHP is much harder to get into LAPD. That's what I've heard. It's definitely more of a big challenge for CHP. So definitely my respects. And it's not anything of putting them above each other. You know, we all do the same amount of work. They do the good work. It's dangerous. The tough job that they do. Also, well, all three of them from the sheriff department. Is that the K9? It is coming in, putting in the area. It should also say on top. No, I'm not really seeing nothing. So like I said, the sheriff's department, CHP, the firefighters. I mean, not firefighters. I'm talking about like police. Well, also respect to the LAFD and all the other first responders out there. But CHP, LAPD, and the sheriff's department, they all do the same amount of equal work. Is that the K9 or what? Who's the point? Or just passing? It's just passing. It should be say K9 on top of the roof. Alright, let's take a look at this. It looks like you got like 3 LAPD right here. We got another one that just came over here. Obviously we got 2 over here. We probably got like 2 or 3 more. And then you got more over here because obviously that's where the car, where the suspects, where the stolen car was left off. And you got 1, 2, you got a couple right here. So you do got a amount of good cruisers still in the area. Perimeter. And you got officers right here just.
Really?
I don't know, just waiting for the K9 to arrive.
Well, the standoff continues with this stolen vehicle driver who ran into that building right there, that roll-up door off of Brantford.
And you gotta speed it up. I'm kind of tired too, you know? Now imagine how bad I feel for the people that try to go home and try to sleep. They can't even get the freaking cars out. Nor they can't even
That's the
get
only
control
way
of
in
the
and out
shop
of
or
the
the
business,
place,
so
so
the
they're
driver
forced to
is
wait.
hunkered down in there. They're
That
talking
oil
about
time.
bringing in a K9 unit, and they'll make the call out when that dog arrives.
So this guy has at least about like 20
We'll
minutes
see
or
what
almost
happens from that
half
point.
an
At
hour
this
to
point,
figure
the
out
area is
here.
locked down.
And once that dog
The
comes,
vehicle the driver was in is
see.
there behind the tree, had rolled to a stop, jumped out and ran. Was able to get some space between the CHP that was chasing him because he made a pretty daring turn off of Pierce with a lot of traffic on it. The CHP got bundled up there, couldn't get behind him right away on that turn. He was able to go high speed down San Fernando Road.
Yeah, I see. You know, I was talking about earlier. I guess it was a trailer
bail out
where
with
he
the
kind of
airship, and you can track
sped
him.
up and had
For the night, some
time
lady
to
ran
buy,
down the
time to
street
kill,
and
and that's how
came up this
he was
driveway
able to.
right into that the first door you could find. This business was open.
He had like
A couple
three
people
minutes or
inside
5 minutes
working. We did see a worker come
to
running out
escape
of there
and
a
get
little bit
a
with
nice little
an
walk and
apron on.
continue.
She
Later when
ran out,
CHP was
and
right
the
behind his ass.
information
Like
from
I
the
said,
workers was
sometimes
that
at the
there's
end of the day,
no
it's not
rear
smart.
door, there's no
If
way
the
out
suspect runs
except
inside
through that
that
one door.
warehouse, it's
Two
not smart to
businesses
run
operate
after him.
out of
Like I
this
said, they don't know if you can take her
warehouse,
out
but
and you did
at this point,
open
it
fire.
doesn't appear
And
that
you
there's
also
no
be
exit
very
other than that
aggressive on
front.
his ass.
There's not even a roof hatch to go up.
And you don't know how they could react at the end
So
of the
they're
day.
pretty confident that the driver did not escape. He's in there still, just hunkered down, refusing to come out.
Especially if you
We'll see
have
if
no
that
clue
changes
if
when
he's
the heat
armed, not armed.
pulls
You
up
never
shortly.
know.
Looks like the California Highway Patrol has turned it back over to the LAPD. So
Now you got
California
people
Highway Patrol
recording it.
took over the pursuit while it was on the freeway, northbound
Man, you know all the
170
workers right there
freeway,
too, just chilling.
and stayed in pursuit until it ended here. That's when LAPD units arrived as well, and they've taken over the lead on this pursuit now that it's come to an end.
To be honest, I thought a suspect was gonna end up getting stuck in the hills, like going to a dead end or dead end street or something. But I guess he was able to make his way out the hills, and now the pursuit ended, and he ran in, zapping on the road in Pacoima. Alright guys, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get my food. I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Let's see, it looks like you got ABC 7 still on the live stream. Apparently it looks like I'm watching KTLA 5.
Oh, jeez.
Oh shit. People in the chat are saying the puppies are coming. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. I like 4 canines I see. Okay, that unmarked gray one, I don't know what the frick that is. And you got that unmarked black one as well. I don't know what that is. And also you got the canine truck. The old fashioned truck. Big ass truck, I don't want to tell you that. I got another unmarked gray. No, I think that's the same one.
These two people that they're talking to in the street, that woman there pointing out, I thought it was a neighbor that
I don't know if those are
trespassed
witnesses, workers, or
onto the
just
property there that
random bystanders talking down.
in that building. When the driver came running in,
You guys think he's gonna come out, or is he gonna get bit, or is he gone, or what do you guys think in the chat? Or is he gonna get away like the guy from Sunday? Alright, so far I got 3 white canines right there. Explorers. And you got the big white truck. And you got the LPD. You got like a whole group right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 10 or 11. You got like 10, 11 officers just right there standing. And you got like another one to the left of it. Another car. Yeah, do you think the puppies are or what? I'm not seeing it, or just randomly here. And you got the IPD airship right there. Bro, this guy really made one whole big ass scene, bro. Like, IPD is really trying to get him tonight. The whole lockdown, whole scene. Who is it? Is that a... you guys see that? Why is Fluffy walking right there? You guys see that, right? Is that like a regular person or what? Yeah, well, he's not gonna be coming out anytime soon. guess you got people right there. They say, I don't know, those are workers or just bystanders who they say something to the officers. But it's definitely no signs of any dogs yet. Oh shit, you got another canine truck, or if that's what you want to call it. You got two of them. For total, that's like 5 canines. You got two canine trucks, or you got 3 white unmarked canines. Or just canine explorers. White explorers, to be exact. And you got the unmarked LAPD, what's it called? Traris? Which is kind of cool too. Alright, I see too much talking, but no signs of dogs yet. I'm telling you guys, this one is gonna be hella long. This is why even the chick, I guess she stopped talking too, cause like that should be a lot of talking, like, for hours and hours. But shout out to Stu, man. This is why I like Stu from Fox 11. Batman, he talks, but he keeps it entertaining. That's why I mess with Stu. I love Stu. I love watching him when he reports. He's like cool. Good reporter overall. Alright, so the officers with helmets. You got 2 of them inside the back. Why? Ooh, then you got the unmarked black. Buffalo. Oh my god, so stupid. Bro, this ain't GTA. Charger, my bad. I'm telling you guys, my head is showing up fucking GTA. I'm over here saying Buffalo. The black unmarked Charger. These guys going to deploy me or what the frick? Or they dipping? What's going on? Okay, looks like they're going in. Why? And you got like 2 officers that went in the back as well. Okay, they didn't know? Yes? No? Okay, they are getting on. What the fuck? They just moved to like. Okay, you got a chick right there. Ali PD Daddy? I don't know if you guys seen those type of videos on like TikTok or some shit. I don't know what that was all about. Okay, now one of the vehicles is actually going in reverse. I don't know what that came out. Some of them are probably leaving as well. I just feel like now it's too many officers for one guy. That's just me. Like, all you need is the canine to come and bite his ass, and the knife over, boom, wrap it up. But but we got Brody talking again. Alright, they're saying that this is a window tinted place, but I see a lot of pebbles. And I see a lot of folded cardboard on the pebbles. And that red plate, I don't know what the freak that is. Also, why don't you send a drone in? I'm just barely thinking of that, coming to my senses. Just send in the drone. It's probably easy to find where he's at. Problem solved. I got two armored officers coming. They got helmets and it looks like they got a vest. That's not SWAT, or is that SWAT? And is that a megaphone he's holding in his hand? I think. No, it is a long walk, guys. From where this guy ditched the car, it looks like the gate was always there, I think. Yep.
Okay, here we go. First canine out.
Is it recording? Just recording for freaking Instagram or TikTok. The frig, bro, put your phone away on the clock, man.
There's the suspect vehicle right in the center of your screen. The first canine officer coming out. Right down the street. Of the driver ran down the sidewalk into this business park.
You don't think it's a good idea to let the canine smell the dog, the dog in the car, the suspect's vehicle for a couple minutes before you send them into the thing?
That we can't see, but they have a team of officers there. That canine.
Which I'm not a professional, so I shouldn't be saying shit. Now he's not in the tree.
And then they're gonna make a call out.
He's not in the tree, or he's taking a piss. Alright, bro, smelling the tree a little too long.
So he's on his way to that vehicle.
To the vehicle, you mean to the warehouse, to the door? Brody on the microphone, on the chat, on the commentator, was commentating this whole stream. He's sleeping, bro.
And that canine.
Alright, bro, I have to rest in a minute because the dog is coming.
So there's the unit. We're getting a little closer to see the operation here that's about to take place. Canine unit arriving on scene. They're going to make a call out to that driver to surrender. He's got no way out of that building except that roll-up door.
You don't really think he can have it? Or no? Alright, so looks like we're getting callouts. I know we can't hear, but we're most likely telling them to surrender to somehow or that. He's gonna get bit by the dog, it's gonna cause a lot of pain. Like they always say. And to be honest, guys, I don't know what's worse, getting shot for a bullet or getting freaking gone and having a lot of sharp teeth. Just freaking bite into your skin. Like, oh my god, just even thinking about that. I don't know, man. Alright, getting the hound. Is that a regular car or what the fuck is coming this way? Or is there any traffic go through? I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Alright guys, this has been going on for like at least an hour, 1.5, almost 2 hours. Well, I mean, I didn't start coming like halfway or kind of late, so probably like I said, around to close to 2 hours so far. Right, the door just closed, so I know there might be no way in. Okay, actually, never mind, now they're just standing there. Why do y'all shut the door for? Okay, look, there's a megaphone, there's a megaphone in front of the hood. I think I'm doing roughly like 5 minutes in case it just come out. Or he doesn't and he wants to be a badass. Like I said, hopefully bro has your hands locked. You gotta watch out for the dog, bro. Apparently we're still waiting for the command center to be. For like around 10 or 15 minutes. The game to surrender, not the dog is gonna go in at the same time. Alright guys, I'm most likely gonna watch it on my phone. I'm already getting kind of freaking head tired. I'm already getting sleepy. I'm gonna try to stay.
Alright, they're about to make their
I'm gonna try to be strong for you guys. I'm getting fucking sleepy compared to Sunday, but oh shit, there goes the hound. Oh shit. Alright, never mind. She just got juicy right now. I don't know, he's still looking, he didn't find
business.
nothing. What happened? What happened? Alright, he went back inside. He went. Oh, see his little feet again. Bro, like just get a freaking shield and just go in there with like a shotgun or something, bro. Come on.
Now the officer's gonna move in.
Oh shit. Yeah, I think he's like probably the fucking attic or something. I'm telling you, bro. Like this guy had more definitely than a freaking hour to hide. So I wouldn't be surprised. Because as you can see, it looks like they're looking up, and the dog seems to be running around. Hasn't bit or hasn't found anything, so. Right, so the dog hasn't found it, and now it's shit. See his little tail, Oscar's flapping, wiggling right here.
I think so. Oh jeez.
And you got two officers just outside right here. Actually, never mind, they're also moving in. Okay, it looks like these right here, these are just regular LAPD officers. Yeah, you guys can see by their uniform, and they just have a freaking bulletproof helmet. Which, to keep it real, that uniform that they're wearing ain't protecting nothing. Let me go skip a little bit. Which these guys over here, these guys have a whole freaking, a whole vest on. I can't tell if those were SWAT. Probably not. Or maybe they are. Well, some of them came in and unmarked Explorer, maybe they're SWAT.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I guess it's just a waiting game. Looks like they haven't found anyone. Or they haven't found any. I guess clearly the dog too haven't either.
Yeah, it's on scanner 1.
It would be hella cool if I had a scanner. Which I think I do have like a scanner app on my phone. The fact that I don't know how many helicopters are up in the sky, obviously besides the airship, because a while ago or a bit ago, they did say that there's 3 choppers in the sky, aka the news ones. Obviously, Fox 11 did, because Fox 11 was the one that was watching the pursuit, and the stream went offline because they most likely did. But this chick was saying that the airport or helipad for the live stream I'm watching currently right now, which I don't know if it's KTLA live, might be, but they've been up for like a cool while. Guys, I'm freaking trying to freaking stay strong, bro. But how's everyone doing in the chat? Oh, guys, I might just cut it. What time is it? It's 9:36 p.m. Probably get when it turns to like 10 p.m. Probably like in 20 minutes.
Well, a canine unit went in just a short time ago, did a quick search of the warehouse there, came up empty. Then about almost a dozen officers made entry. They're going through that warehouse, every inch of it, to check for that suspect, who they believe is still in there.
Well, he has to be in there, right? Because they didn't just say that there's no other way to get out, to get in besides that way. Or unless he's a genius and he managed to break the wall or found a way to get out. Or maybe he's in the roof in the attic. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. It's too quiet. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoy this pursuit. It should last for 3. I told you this is gonna last long. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, guys, because I am kind of tired. I'm getting sleepy, and number 1. And number 2, this guy ain't even talking. I'm just talking myself. It's just fucking quiet. It's just weird. It being quiet. I don't really know what to say, and this guy's not even talking either. So it's not really nothing happening besides just looking at the officers standing in by the door. But if something happens, I'll guys let you know. So let me know. I don't know. You think he got away in the attic, or are they gonna catch him? Is he gonna get bit? I have no clue. But this is taking hella long, guys, and I'm getting tired. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I'll catch you guys on the next pursuit. Peace. And hopefully they don't start that late, because majority of them, the past couple days, these have been starting at night. So it's, oh yeah, and then there's a pursuit too of a black Tesla. I didn't have time to stream, guys, because I was busy. I'll catch